Let's talk about EMFs, EMF protectors, and EMF blockers, and let's take a look using a meter to see if they work or not. I apologize for my voice. It's still not back from Saturday. I'm going to do the best I can. I'll turn on captions and hope that you can read what I have to say if you can't hear. The raspiness is difficult for me to listen to, so I understand if you need to read the captions and just turn me down. Okay. I'm super thankful that my son is like a cyber guy and his wife is also very much into computers. So they have all these little gadgets that I don't have. I had noticed recently that my sleep started becoming dysregulated, and that's abnormal for me. So I knew that I needed to look at EMFs. Mold, people with mold, it triggers quite often a very high sensitivity to EMFs. My room is my sanctuary. I have my sleep space basically set up as a therapeutic spa space. I don't just lay in bed for 8 hours. There's actual healing going on for 8 hours. And for it to be dysregulated is a problem. I want that therapy treatment the entire time. I have added this EMF protector, which Hercules sleeps right behind me. And then right there is my bed. My voice sounds ridiculous. But that right there is where I sleep. That's my pillow. So right here is an outlet. So this outlet is right by where we sleep. So I want to take this meter, and as you can see, it's at 0. It's not on hold, so like that's the actual reading. And we're going to check the outlet itself. The outlet itself is about 20. Let me see if I can move you closer. Okay, I think I got this figured out. So here's the meter, and we're just going to look at the outlet. I'm going to hold it up here. So it's a reading at about 10, 20. And so what I have to look at is the Airestech button. And then we're also going to look at the Defender Shield scarf. So I'm going to plug in the Therasage Protect, and we're going to look at it. So it's reading at about 200 and, oh my goodness, 3, wow, okay, so, oh right. If you could see how I'm recording this, you'd all laugh at me. Okay, so I'm going to take the Airestech button. I'm just going to hold it with my fingers, and I'm going to hold this meter right there. Okay, so the Airestech does bring the number down some, but it's still really high in the red. Let me see if I can stick that little booger on there. Okay, so I guess that doesn't work. But now let's try the Defender Shield. So like I said, I just have the Defender Shield scarf. This is what I actually put on my bed. So let's put this back up here. God, that's crazy. No wonder my sleep was disrupted. That's why I love Defender Shield. The products really do what they say they're going to do. Like, I'm holding it on that thing. So like my hand is over here. When you back off just a little bit, it drops down to 0, 2, move it, and it goes right back up. So if you have a chronic illness and you've noticed your sleep maybe isn't the greatest as it was like prior to when you got sick, that there's something disrupting you, I would look into a Defender Shield. Let me see if I can find the logo. I know it's on this corner, on a corner. But I just got the 2 scarves and I put them on my bed so that while I'm asleep, right there, I am protected. But I was still, like, I'm not fully covered by this. Like, it goes up to it covers from my feet up to about right here. So this much of me is still exposed. I can't suffocate while I'm sleeping. So this part of me was still impacted by these EMFs. I'm going to unplug this sucker. So for me, this is going to be a no. I love Therasage. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but for me, this one is going to be a no. And Airestech, I think that they do help. I just don't think it's enough bang for your buck as far as how expensive those little dots are. I would look into all of the products that Defender Shield sells because they have such a wide diversity of items. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get any commission. They're not paying me to do this. This is just my experience with my health journey that I'm sharing. I really like their items. They have shorts for men to protect your sex organs. They have zip-up hoodies. They have earphones. They have cases, of course. There is just a lot that they offer. This is what their website looks like. Looks like it's just defendershield.com. They have a lot to offer. I think that it's definitely worth your time. This is just what fits on one screen of what all they offer. I noticed with mold, I really am so much more sensitive to EMFs. I struggle when I leave the house because I'm just bombarded. And also the reason why there's so many protective mechanisms around my home is that I live in a very tight community that, like, when I go to activate or log in or join a Wi-Fi network, there's like 11 different Wi-Fi networks that I'm close enough to join. So there's EMFs everywhere and I just need to protect myself. So I just wanted to share that tip with you today, that if you want to look into them for yourself, you can. I've just tested and proven how great Defender Shield is.